The 2023 South Australian Architecture Awards are proudly supported by the Australian Institute of Architects National Corporate Partners, Tiltmans, Alspec, BlueScope, Lysart, Fielders, Dulux, Brickworks, Bondorma Techno, SMIG, Planned Cover, Architecture Media, and the Image Makers Association, as well as chapter partners City of Adelaide, AWS, and Allure Light. For over 40 years, the Australian Institute of Architects has upheld excellence across the profession. The Institute recognises and celebrates all efforts of our members, projects and teams in shaping communities through inspirational architecture across Australia and overseas. Welcome to the 2023 South Australian Architecture Awards.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the 2023 South Australia Architecture Awards. I'm Nick Stock. Some of you might remember me from such events as this event last year. It's great to be back. And I'm absolutely just thrilled to be asked back again. I really feel like this is an extended family night together. So thank you for having me. As some of you also may remember, am a failed architect, so this really just brings me back to where I wanted to be once upon a time. So it's good to be back here as we celebrate the very best of architecture and design across the state of South Australia. Now, we are going to start the proceedings tonight with a welcome to country, and I'd like to welcome Anthony Wilson to the stage to do just that.
Structure here in Adelaide. So again, I want to thank you for having me tonight. I'd like to thank you for allowing me to speak language and allowing me to be here in the country. I hope you all enjoy your night, and for the award winners tonight, congratulations. They haven't got it yet, but also, drink up, enjoy the festivities, enjoy being in each other's company, and enjoy your country. Thank you.
Thank you, Anthony. I'd also like to acknowledge the following special guests, the Honourable Justin Hanson, MLC, who is representing the Premier here tonight, City of Adelaide Councillor Arman Abrahimzadeh, representing the Lord Mayor, and City of Adelaide Councillor Kieran Snape, and also someone I studied with, the Australian Institute of Architects CEO Cameron Broon. It's as an outsider looking in, It's been a fantastic thing to watch South Australia grow in the architecture and design space to where it is today. And I guess having had the opportunity to do that, vicariously, but kind of closely through these awards, but also just through actually personally returning and living in South Australia after many years in the eastern states and working all around the world. As a South Australian, I feel very, very proud of what we are now seeing as the built environment of South Australia. And particularly thrilled with what's happening. This is just my personal little touch, but in the residential space. And some of the projects we saw last year were just inspiring. They really actually set me off thinking for some time after the awards. So from a personal point of view, I'm very, very much looking forward to seeing what the jury has in store for us tonight. Now, we have a pretty fun evening ahead. There's a gin bar, which I know you all want to get back to as soon as possible. There is a drinks package, and that runs a period of time. So we need to be mindful of how long we take giving the awards, because that eats into your gin bar time at the end, so you do know that. There's a paella station. The Funk Brothers DJs are here. That's good that the DJ's here this year. I did bring my USB sticks just in case that's needed later on, so we'll see how we go. But I'm told they're here. Just before we get started, I'd like to acknowledge all the awards entrants and remind you that presentations tonight are being live streamed and will be available online on the Oz Architects YouTube page. Welcome to all of you watching the live stream tonight. If you are posting social media tonight, of course, and we love to amplify, the recognition that's being given here live this evening as far and wide as possible, please use the hashtag SA Architecture Awards 2023 or tag at ADL Archigram in your posts and in your stories. Now on to the announcements. Each project entered into the awards is considered for recognition, you know this stuff, but I'm just going to run through it again, is considered for recognition at 3 levels: commendation, award, and named award. Projects recognised with an award or a named award progress into the National Awards program. If you receive a commendation, please sit back, relax, and enjoy the applause from your seat as the citation video plays. We invite you to collect your citation awards at the end of the presentations. There will be an opportunity at this time to have photographs taken, of course, for those citation recipients. And then we invite recipients of Architecture Awards to come up to the stage, collect their certificates whilst their citation video is screened. And as you all know, the highest award in each category is a named award. Now, this award carries the name of a respected person, represents the pinnacle of projects in each category, and also that person's legacy. Named award winners are invited to come up to the stage as their citation video plays, receive your award, say a few words, yes, and then some photographs. We'll also announce 3 special awards tonight, and they are the South Australian Emerging Architect Prize, the Sir James Irwin President's Medal, and the South Australian Architecture Medal. Now, at the conclusion of the awards presentations, we ask all winners remain in their seats. We will take group category shots. Nicolette will be herding the cats and getting you all in line. So don't disappear without being given the green light. The full citations for the awarded projects will be made available later this evening on the awards website, so that will go live after the presentations are finished, and also there's an online booklet as well. So, without further ado, are you ready? Yes? Good? Really? Are you ready? Yeah, it's better. Would you please join me in welcoming to the stage the South Australian Chapter President, Chris Morley. Please make him welcome.
Thank you, Nick. Firstly, I'd just like to say it is really, really amazing to see a lot of friends and some past colleagues in the room as well. And a very quick question that a lot of people have been asking me is, how's my first 6 months been going? It has been going very well, and tomorrow morning is going to be an enjoyable breakfast at home, maybe with a hangover, but with not much else to do. I would like to start. So welcome to the highly anticipated culmination of the annual awards program of the South Australian chapter of the Australian Institute of Architects. Tonight we gather here to celebrate the outstanding achievements of the architectural community. We also reflect on our ongoing duty to facilitate conversations and acknowledge the relationship of First Nations people to country. I'd like to start this evening by taking this opportunity to share with you all the welcome news of the Institute's support for the Uluru Statement from the Heart and constitutional recognition and the voice to Parliament. The Uluru Statement from the Heart is the culmination of 13 regional dialogues with First Nations people which arrived at a consensus about what constitutional recognition should look like. The statement is an invitation from First Nations people to all Australians. One of its key features is to ask Australians to support meaningful constitutional recognition through providing a First Nation voice. Whether or not people choose to vote in favour of the voice is a matter for each individual. Yet the Statement from the Heart is the instigator for the upcoming referendum, and for some it still remains unread. So to ensure members have been exposed to this piece of writing, this historic invitation, we are going to share this with you tonight. All we ask you to do is to listen.
Uluru Statement from the Heart. We, gathered at the 2017 National Constitutional Convention, coming from all points of the southern sky, make this statement from the heart. Our Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander tribes were the first sovereign nations of the Australian continent and its adjacent lands, and possessed it under our own laws and customs. This our ancestors did according to the reckoning of our culture from the creation, according to the common law from time immemorial, and according to science more than 60,000 years ago. This sovereignty is a spiritual notion, the ancestral tie between the land or Mother Nature and the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples who were born therefrom, remain attached thereto, and must one day return thither to be united with our ancestors. This link is the basis of the ownership of the soil, or better, of sovereignty. It has never been ceded or extinguished, and coexists with the sovereignty of the Crown. How could it be otherwise, that people possessed a land for 60 millennia and this sacred link disappears from world history in merely the last 200 years? With substantive constitutional change and structural reform, we believe this ancient sovereignty can shine through as a fuller expression of Australia's nationhood. Proportionally, we are the most incarcerated people on the planet. We are not an innately criminal people. Our children are aliened from their families at unprecedented rates. This cannot be because we have no love for them. And our youth languish in detention in obscene numbers. They should be our hope for the future. These dimensions of our crisis tell plainly the structural nature of our problem. This is the torment of our powerlessness. We seek constitutional reforms to empower our people to take a rightful place in our own country. When we have power over our destiny, our children will flourish. They will walk in two worlds, and their culture will be a gift to their country. We call for the establishment of a First Nations voice enshrined in the Constitution. Makarrata is the culmination of our agenda, the coming together after a struggle. It captures our aspirations to a fair and truthful relationship with the people of Australia and a better future for our children based on justice and self-determination. We seek a Makarrata Commission to supervise the process of agreement making between governments and First Nations and truth-telling about our history. In 1967, we were counted. In 2017, we seek to be heard. We leave base camp and start our trek across this vast country. We invite you to walk with us in a movement of the Australian people for a better future.
Thank you. The Australian Institute of Architects unequivocally supports the Uluru Statement from the Heart. The Institute's National Council and Board have voted to also support the yes vote in the upcoming referendum on constitutional recognition and the voice to Parliament. We invite members to fully inform themselves before voting at the referendum. You can find the full statement of support on the Institute's website. This awards celebration stands as the largest event in our calendar, a testament to the importance we place on recognising and honouring excellence in architecture. Despite a tighter field of entries this year, it's a pleasure to see projects of such a high calibre in keeping with our previous years. We even noticed a subtle trend emerging with several sporting facilities amongst this year's submissions. For me, I took that as a little subtle nudge that maybe some more active participation is a bit good for us all. As the event serves as a significant marker in celebrating our contributions to the architectural landscape, it is crucial that we continue to showcase our work. I encourage all of you in years to come, whether it's your first or your 50th, please make those contributions and enter into the awards program. Your contributions always play a vital role in shaping the built environment, and your active involvement is essential to maintaining vibrancy and innovation within our profession. Tonight, we must also recognise the importance of our jurors, whom we place our trust in, year out. Their expertise and discerning eyes play a crucial role in identifying and awarding our most exemplar projects. Their dedication ensures that our awards program remains fair, transparent and credible. A special acknowledgement goes to our awards director, Anne Taylor, and Deputy Director, Erin Crowden. Thank you to you both. We also couldn't be here celebrating, obviously, without the unwavering dedication of our SA chapter staff. So thank you to you all. Nicolette, I can see your side of stage. The others, a little bit hard to see at the moment. I know you're out there. It's also important that we do reflect on how this awards program communicates to the public, the significance of our architectural contributions and our ongoing relevance across all scales of work. Great architecture is not solely a product of our experience, skills and talent, but also a testament to the trust that our clients generously give us. We must acknowledge their support and recognition, and their collaboration is integral to the success of these remarkable projects. Tonight, let us celebrate those achievements of innovation and creativity that define our landscape here in South Australia. I know that I'm not alone when I say attending these events provides me a moment of inspiration to aspire to continue to push the boundaries, shape our cities and leave a lasting legacy for generations to come. So thank you. Up next, I do have the privilege of awarding the President's Medal. The person that I do have the privilege of awarding this year's Sir James Irwin's President's Medal to has shown an unwavering commitment to the elevation of architecture and design across South Australia. Post-graduation, and this is a little trick here and I'll have to try and figure out who it is. Post-graduation, they initially spent a few years interstate working on a range of major projects. These formative years no doubt lay the foundation for their return to Adelaide, where they began to really make their mark. 14 years of practice in Adelaide has seen them work on projects of varying sizes across a diverse range of sectors. This significant contribution to the practice and the profession resulted in them being made a principal in 2013 and a director in 2018. This comprehensive portfolio showcases the medalist's versatility and the ability to navigate architectural challenges with proficiency and creativity. It has also resulted in the wide respect for their collaborative approach and sustained commitment to understanding the needs of clients and end users alike. These skills have made them instrumental in delivering successful project outcomes, many of which have been recognised through this very SA Architecture Awards program. In addition to these career achievements, the 2023 medalist is a passionate advocate for the architectural profession. They have been involved as a committee member for Place SA, an SA chapter councillor since 2019, and actively engaging in the advancement of our profession. They were also very instrumental in the establishment of the SA Creative Industries think tank, which connected over 30 established emerging creative disciplines, and they continue to lead the way as this initiative evolves into the Creative Alliance Committee here in SA. Their holistic approach to design, commitment to client relationships, and dedication to advancing the architectural profession makes Josephine Evans Come up. Come on up. It makes Josephine Evans a truly deserving recipient of the Sir James Irwin President's Medal. Come on up. Stand here for a minute. A few more kind words, 1 second. Her outstanding career achievements and her tireless efforts to create a built environment that is both functional and inspiring have had a profound impact on the architectural landscape of South Australia. On behalf of the South Australian chapter, we extend our sincerest congratulations to Jo for this well-deserved recognition. Please come up. Thank you. Thank you, Jo. Your contributions, they're truly amazing, and it's been a privilege to work alongside you for a couple of years, so thank you. That kind of concludes my component of speaking, which I'm also thankful for, but I'd love to welcome Nick back up onto stage for carrying on the evening, so thank you again.
Thank you very much, Chris. Congratulations, Jo, and I just that was a fantastic introduction, and just thinking about the position of privilege that you all enjoy in our society as architects and people working in this realm, and work so hard to serve. It is wonderful to see the responsibility being taken so seriously. So, congratulations to all of you for that. Particularly congratulations though to Jo. How cute was that? I'll give her another round of applause. That was a nice way to start. Wasn't that gorgeous? All right, I'd like to invite the 2023 Awards Director, Anne Taylor, to the stage to say a few words about this year's program. Would you please make her welcome?
Approach to see if we could help Dave and Barbara with their new home. It was an immediate yes. Being part of the community is stitched into Taubman's DNA, and we'll do what we can where we can to help. Dave and Barbara have fostered 400 children in the last 27 years, so we obviously needed a really robust product. We used Taubman's Endure, which is a water-based low VOC product that has been approved by the National Asthma Council of Australia's Sensitive Choices program.
Okay. Thanks, Chris, and congratulations, Josephine. 2023 saw the welcome return to all facets of our awards program being undertaken in person, with many projects designed and constructed in the really challenging conditions of the last few years. It was truly heartening to see such strong results and to hear the creative means entrants utilised to continue pursuing excellence despite the many obstacles. The awards chart the achievements and direction of our work, and additionally provide valuable opportunities for members to review the projects of their peers. 2023 was no exception, with a satisfyingly diverse range of entries to celebrate. We saw recurring comments in client testimonials describing the experience of engaging an architect and their finished buildings as exceeding expectations. This is the gem of a sentiment that so succinctly summarises what we can do. As an architect, entering any building in the awards indicates a successful project. Congratulations to all those who are recognised this evening. Please enjoy your evening, everyone. We are here to celebrate, definitely here to celebrate. Okay.
Thank you, Anne, and I feel like everyone is in good hands with you at the helm. So next we have the City of Adelaide Prize, and since 2009, the City of Adelaide and the Institute's SA chapter have worked together through this prize to support the enhancement of the public experience of South Australia's capital city. And to start with, a message from the City of Adelaide. And it's now my pleasure and my privilege to invite to the stage the City of Adelaide Councillor Arman Abrahimzadeh to say a few words and assist with the presentations. And as he's coming up, here he comes. Hello again. How are you? Good. Let's have a look at the 2023 nominees for the City of Adelaide Prize.
83 Peary Street by Woods Bagot. Adelaide City Skate Park by Convic. Dimmick's Heritage Store by Grieve Gillette Architects. One All That We Can See, public artwork at Lot 14 by Sundari Carmody. And Frangipani House by Architects Inc.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you, Nick. I think given that this is my 5th year of attending as an elected member, you've been practicing and getting better at pronouncing my surname. That is spot on. Can I start by acknowledging that we are meeting on the traditional country of the Kaurna people, and I pay my respects to their elders past and present. It is an honour for me to be here tonight. I've bumped into a lot of old university friends and old work colleagues. I may no longer be a creative designer. Actually, someone pointed out that I'm more of a bureaucrat now, so it's kind of hard to argue against that. But it is a privilege for me to be here tonight to present not just the City of Adelaide Prize, but the People's Choice Award as well. Every one of this year's finalists celebrate the reasons we live in Adelaide. Architects Inc.'s Frangipani House embraces our imbibable Mediterranean climate, although I'm not sure tonight we have that climate. Grieve Gillette shines a light on the theatre of our heritage retail spaces with its designs for the Rundle Mall Dimmick store. Convic's work on the Adelaide City Skate Park champions our love of the outdoor sports, especially skating. Wood Bagot's groundbreaking 83 Peary Street project shows off our city's drive for innovation and curiosity. Sundari Carmody, I hope I've got that right. You would hope a guy with 12 letters in his surname would get that right, so I hope I did. One All That We Can See, that's the name of this artwork. The public artwork shows how much our city values the arts. This year's formidable, high-quality designs also illustrate just how diverse and exceptional built form is here in the City of Adelaide. Each entry illustrates that architecture does not just take one singular form. Architecture can be a skate park, public art, or the reimagining of a cherished Adelaide retail space. Now, the moment we've all been waiting for, so let's see who walks away with the prizes. Thank you, Nick.
All right, thank you, Councillor. And now for the awards. The jury has awarded one commendation and the City of Adelaide Prize. Now, just a reminder, if you receive a commendation, chill out. You can collect your certificate once the presentations have concluded. Be excited, but stay seated, you know. So, the commendation goes to 83 Peary Street by Woods Bagot.
Demonstrating a sound commitment to sustainability and a truly activated public plaza at street level, this project enhances the rejuvenation of adjoining Freemasons Lane, with the generous return of private land to the public realm.
And the 2023 City of Adelaide Prize is awarded to Adelaide City Skate Park. Yes! By Convic.
The Adelaide City Skate Park activates a key site within the parklands. The project cleverly utilises the site's topography, retains mature trees, and manages contaminated fill, demonstrating a mature environmental approach that has enhanced the park's setting. Input from user groups enables the park to design reference other parts of the city and to replicate much-loved features from the skate park it replaced. The park is highly active and inclusive, with careful considerations also given to lighting to allow nighttime use. Already loved by the community, the park demonstrates excellence in developing the public realm of the City of Adelaide.
Now, coming from Victoria, of course, and I wonder if someone out there knows anyone in air traffic control, but their flight is delayed and they are still out there somewhere. So they're not here. I'm actually sitting in one of their chairs just a minute ago. Anyway, they will be here later on. So perhaps we can all congratulate them at the gin bar. A wonderful award, great addition to the landscape of the city of Adelaide. The next prize is the People's Choice, and selected by popular vote, there were 1,500 people that voted this year. The City of Adelaide Prize for People's Choice. And the winner, with over 1/3 of the votes received, is Dimmock's Heritage Store by Grieve Gillett Architects. Congratulations.
Dimmock's Heritage Store by Grieve Gillett Architects brings together a much-loved retailer and a significant heritage-listed interior. It activates the long vacant cinema space and makes the purchase of a book an experience. It has clearly caught the public's imagination.
Congratulations. We're now presenting the Enduring Architecture Award, which recognises buildings that have survived for at least 25 years and continue to be important works of architecture. The award is judged annually by our Honours Committee, and this year, the Jack Cheeseman Award for Enduring Architecture is awarded to the Adelaide Festival Centre by Hassel and Partners. Chris Watkins, would you like to come up to stage and collect the award on behalf of Hassel, please?
The Adelaide Festival Centre boasts a bold modernist form that has stood the test of time. When the Festival Theatre opened in June 1973, it was the first performing arts theatre to open in Australia, beating the Sydney Opera House by 3 months, positioning the state as a leader in the arts. John Morfitt's design turned the building's axis 45 degrees to face the CBD, and from the beginning, the theatre was designed from the inside out to accommodate complex technical requirements. This has not prevented the geometric concrete shells from becoming a loved feature of the Adelaide Riverbank precinct. Various refurbishments have faithfully retained core aspects of the original design. New entrances expose views to the Torrens and, importantly, reinstate the main entries at plaza level. The Adelaide Festival Centre is not only instantly recognisable, it also represents an important period in South Australian history. 50 years on, the building remains integral to South Australia's identity as the festival state.
Brilliant. And guys, I'm sure we've all got our own personal memories of having seen many great performances within the confines of that wonderful space. Now for the Colorbond Award for Steel Architecture, which is proudly sponsored by BlueScope Colorbond.
Made by Australia.
I kind of love that ad. You know, I do. It gets me every time. I'm a wine guy. There's lots of vineyards in there, you know. I like it. Anyway, good ad. Anyway, we're not here to make awards for advertisements. So this award recognises projects in which steel products play a significant role in the architectural solution and which exemplify innovation in the use of steel products. While we have a look at the shortlist for this category, I'd like to welcome to the stage Mark Amos to present the awards.
Cooper's Stadium by Woods Bagot. Cardine College Centre of Innovation and Creativity by Tridenti Boyce. Aldinga Bay Indie College by Swanbury Penglaze. Monarto Safari Park Visitor Centre by Intro with Studio Graham. And Seaton High School Learning Centre by JPE Design Studio.
Okay, so in this category, the jury has awarded 1 commendation and 1 award. And the commendation goes to Monato Safari Park Visitor Centre by Intro with Studio Graham.
The tapering fielder's freeform profile allows the roof to smoothly respond to the curved form. Wall cladding in red core weathering steel and colorbond steel terrain finish references traditional colours of Australia and Africa.
And the award goes to Aldinga Payinthi College by Swanbury Penglaze. Congratulations.
Aldinga Payinthi College is at once school and community hub. The central civic buildings use contrasting colorbond steel in monument and surf mist, with the wide-pan fielder's finesse cladding reflecting their scale. This creates a striking and recognisable heart to the campus. The teaching buildings use a finer fielder's spanform cladding, also in colorbond surf mist, which is crisper and more durable than a corrugated profile. These materials combine with the architecture to create a harmonious campus that provides a sense of place and civic pride for the community.
Congratulations. And now for the category of heritage architecture.
Adelaide Railway Station Facade and Ramp Restoration by Stallard Meek Flight Path Architects. Dimmick's Heritage Store by Grieve Gillette Architects. Goodman Building Conservation by Grieve Gillette Architects. Rocky River Recovery by Hosking Willis Architecture. And The Switch, Adelaide Central by Brown Falconer.
Okay, the jury has given 1 commendation, 2 awards and the named award in this category. The commendation goes to The Switch, Adelaide Central by Brown Falconer with Heritage Consultants Dash.
This
Congratulations.
30-storey addition to an 1878 warehouse succeeds in opening up the building and restores the walls. Remaining internal elements are reused to suit the new configuration, including cast iron columns and exposed stonework.
The first award in the Heritage Architecture category goes to the Adelaide Railway Station Facade and Ramp Restoration by Stallard Meek Flight Path Architects. Congratulations.
Originally designed by architects Garlick and Jackman, the Adelaide Railway Station is a well-recognised landmark along North Terrace. The scope of the project was informed by the dilapidation study undertaken by the architects and included cleaning and repairing areas of significant deterioration to the building exterior, as well as the upgrading of the main ramp down from North Terrace to return it more closely to its original form. The addition of new lighting highlights the ramp's feature ceilings and walls, and the restored exterior, bringing the building to life at night. The railway station building now looks like it always should have.
The second award goes to Rocky River Recovery by Hosking Willis Architecture. Congratulations.
The devastating 2019 Kangaroo Island bushfires left the state heritage-listed former farming complex as burnt-out shells. The faithful reconstruction has reimagined these 2 humble buildings as comfortable holiday accommodation in the middle of Flinders Chase National Park. Well-considered modern additions and fit-out provide wet areas and modern amenities. The design team and the client have managed to make the best of the bushfire disaster. Instead of demolition, the reconstruction of these historically significant structures reinforces their heritage values and guarantees their ongoing use.
Working in the wine industry, I've had a few Rocky River recoveries myself, and I can tell you none of them look as good as that. Now for the highest honour in this category, the David Saunders Award for Heritage, and that award goes to Goodman Building Conservation by Grieve Gillette Architects. Come on up, congratulations.
Constructed in 1908, the Goodman Building was built as the administrative centre for the Municipal Tramways Trust as part of the Hackney Tram Depot. The building is an imposing landmark facing Hackney Road and is an excellent example of Edwardian architecture with arts and crafts influences. Grieve Gillette Architects converted the building for use by the Botanic Gardens Administration in the early 2000s and has been involved in subsequent repair and conservation works to the interior and exterior over the past 14 years. This extended engagement has seen the building become somewhat of a labour of love for those involved. Their dedication and persistence have resulted in a completed conservation project that is a testimony to the effort of the architects, clients and trades. The quality and thoroughness of the work is evident on close inspection, with the attention to detail, patience and thoroughness seen on all restored surfaces.
Congratulations. That's great. Yeah. A gorgeous building. Great to see it in such good shape. Well done.
Thank you. I wasn't expecting this. It has been a real labour of love. We started this project back in 2014 and chipped away, literally. The clients have been amazing, the Botanic Gardens and Dew. I'd like to thank Paul and the Grieve Gillette team for their support over everything, all the brave people that came up in cherry pickers with me and helped document. Team behind the project is pretty extensive. Thanks to the Institute, and go and have a look. It's an amazing building. Thank you.
Certainly is. Groove time. So good. Seriously, that is a fabulous building. God, it's just really, really nice to see that award for something that we've all looked at for our entire lives here in Adelaide. Okay, now to the category of educational architecture. Let's have our nominations.
Tarkari St Andrew's School by Swanbury Penglaze. St Martin's Catholic Primary School, new administration and learning building by Detail Studio. St Joseph's School, Stage 1, new learning building by Detail Studio. St Paul's College, Stage 1 by Walter Brook. Seaton High School Learning Centre by JPE Design Studio. Cardine College Centre of Innovation and Creativity by Tridenti Voice. Westminster School Forta Centre, Michael Murray Centre Foyer Extension and Westminster Green by Brown Falconer and Hayball Architects. Frank Sharippa Food Technology and Horticulture Centre by Design Inc. And Aberfoyle Park High School Redevelopment by Hames Charlie.
Brilliant. So in this category, the jury has awarded 2 commendations and 2 awards. The first commendation goes to Cardine College Centre of Innovation and Creativity by Tridenti Boyce.
A generous internal street connects perimeter spaces and invites formal and informal interaction. Spatial volumes, architectural form and material detailing provide a dynamic learning environment and clearly identify this centre as the creative heart of the college.
And the second commendation goes to Tarkari St Andrew's School by Swanbury Penglaze.
Strategic transparency showcases this high quality and unique learning environment to the public. The uniquely detailed and multifaceted building has amplified student engagement and curiosity through a variety of stimulating learning offerings.
All right, and now the award goes to Westminster School Forta Centre, Michael Murray Centre for Extension and Westminster Green by Brown Falconer and Hayball Architects. Congratulations.
This new development at Westminster School successfully integrates and interconnects with existing green spaces and the impressive theatre building. Dynamically angled, overlapping perforated screens invite views from the library and learning areas to the campus. A double-height learning space provides overflow for the theatre foyer, and the cafe has become a hub for the school community. These connections are complemented by the material selections which integrate well with the existing school building. The project delivers a high level of amenity for students, staff and the broader community, creating a strong and cohesive school identity.
Congratulations. And just for the record, I kind of called that one on the citation videos there. I thought that was definitely going to get an award. Anyway, the second award in the education category goes to Seton High School Learning Centre by JPE Design Studio.
The new Learning Centre at Seton High School invigorates the campus and enhances its distinctiveness by providing a contemporary learning environment that elevates the school's educational offering. Strategically located in a prominent corner of the site, the centre provides an integrated focal point for school and community activities. The collaborative learning landscape responds to the existing gum trees and ecology of the site. The architects are to be commended for delivering a holistic and well-considered outcome.
Okay, our next category this evening is commercial architecture, and this category is sponsored by Fielders Steel. I'm in. Steel. So, I'm delighted to welcome Marina Aburis to present this category. Would you please join us on stage? Make her feel welcome.
"83 Peary Street" by Woods Bagot. "Anvers Wine Cellar Door" by Stellard Meek Flight Path Architects. Monato Safari Park Visitor Centre by Intro with Studio Graham.
All right, the jury's awarded one commendation and the named award in this category. The commendation goes to Anvers Wine Cellar Door by Stellard Meek Flight Path Architects. Congratulations.
This contemporary addition realises the client's vision within a conservative budget. The design provides flexible and intimate spaces while celebrating a picturesque setting, and the material palette is sympathetic to the context and adjacent cellar door.
I like the conservative budget touch there in the voiceover. As someone in the wine industry, the way to make a small fortune in the wine industry is, of course, to start with a very large one. But it's great to see that being recognised. Now, for the highest honour in this category, the Keith Neighbour Award for Commercial Architecture. And that award tonight goes to Monato Safari Park Visitor Centre by Intro with Studio Graham.
This project acts as a gateway, both literally as the entry point to the Monato Safari Park and symbolically representing the intersection of African and Indigenous Australian landscapes. The conceptual convergence of these cultures is symbolised through the two curved elements of contrasting materials surrounding the enclosed and protective heart of the building. Well proportioned and engaging, this central space creates a welcoming and warm embrace to the Monato experience. Sympathetic, raw and stripped back natural materials, such as rammed earth and weathering steel, reference the surrounding Monato Mallee Plains. Laser-cut canopies provide a dappled and dynamic effect within the space. The built form lies low on the land and sits seamlessly within the natural landscape. The new visitor centre provides a unique offering for environmental and conservation education, retail and cafe spaces, setting a new benchmark for regional ecotourism in South Australia.
Awesome, thank you everyone. I guess I wanted to just start by saying a bit of a thank you to our clients foremost. Zoo's SA team, Elaine Benstead, Peter Clark and Steve Callery here tonight. Been instrumental in the, setting the brief with Lou Balsamo. and Les Jones gave us the opportunity to produce something that, we think we're quite proud of as a design team, and fits with the ethos as well as the zoo of conservation and sustainability. So, without further ado, I'd just like to thank Studio Graham as well, Dave and Graham and their team for being part of the journey, and I think we had a great time while we're there. And probably just a final thank you to a few of the staff from Intro that worked tirelessly on this one through the nights. Samuel Toole, I know he's listening in Amsterdam, so hey Sam, and my other director Damien Ellis. When you get back, boys, we'll share this one, as well as James Frollo's here tonight, and Stavros Zachariah for producing what we produce. So thanks everyone.
All right, next up is the interior architecture category, and here are the nominations.
Now you can easily bring your projects to life with Dulux BIM Solutions. Dulux BIM Solutions provides easy-to-use BIM content, so you can add Dulux colours and product ranges to your Revit and ArchiCAD models quickly and simply. The latest Dulux BIM content update now includes the Dulux World of Colour and product ranges from Dulux Powder Coatings, Dulux Protective Coatings, Dulux Acrotex, Dulux Avista and Intergrain Timber Finishes. Dulux BIM Solutions, inspiring creativity.
You Go Adelaide City by Rothy Lohman and Intro. Dimmick's Heritage Store by Grieve Gillette Architects. Shape Fit Out by JPE Design Studio. IAG Workplace Adelaide by Cox Architecture. Residence 264 by Enzo Caroscio Architecture. Mount Mac by Williams Burton Leopardi. Kiko Marion by Tridenti Boyce. Notunga West Lakes by Brown Falconer. Billabong House by Architects Inc. And Woolunda Recreation and Convention Centre by Design Inc.
All right. So in the interior architecture category, the jury awarded 3 commendations and 1 award. The first commendation goes to Shape Fit Out by JPE Design Studio.
This project showcases the craftsmanship that can be achieved when client and builder are one and the same. The layout makes efficient use of the footprint, while warm material selections provide a calming sensory experience.
You're having a good night. The second commendation goes to Residence 264 by Enzo Caroscio Architecture.
This residence integrates sophisticated interiors with external spaces of repose. Concealed function areas enable a central living area that feels generous and serene. Moments of magic abound with an interior that connects seamlessly with the site.
And the third commendation goes to Kiko Marion by Tridenti Boyce.
Representing an exemplary approach to shopping centre kiosk design, this project successfully maximises the limited space available and combines bold use of brass with elegant detail to command attention within this bustling space.
All right, the award in this category goes to Billabong House by Architects Inc. Congratulations.
The interior of the Billabong house showcases the exceptional skill and control of the designers. The home has a warm and calming ambience that draws focus to the natural surroundings. The consistent use of gable geometry and concrete create a cohesive design language inside and out. The minimalist and functional approach to the design ensures that each element serves a purpose while adding warmth to the space. The attention to detail and high levels of resolution creates a harmonious and seamless experience that enhances the appreciation of the natural environment and sets a high standard for contemporary interior design.
Congratulations. Nice to see some good wines in that cellar as well. All right, well done to all the winners so far. It's been rollicking along. And we're now going to move into the residential categories. As I said earlier at the start of the awards, the category I found particularly compelling in 2022. So starting with residential architecture houses, new and multiple housing, the category of houses new is proudly sponsored by Brickworks, and I'd like to welcome Sarah Taylor to the stage to present the awards. Sarah.
An award-winning Tasmanian winery has rethought the cellar door experience with the aid of a carbon-neutral brick.
The material palette was selected to respond to the way that Lou and Joe make their wine, which they're all about being as natural and being as authentic as possible. When we were picking materials, we wanted that and a response to the Tasmanian context and a way to sort of ground a small building in the landscape.
Now, I know Joe Hollyman of Stony Rise Wines, and there's two very good reasons why he wasn't A, appearing visually or speaking in those in that video. He's a wonderful Adelaide guy making wine down in Tassie and a great mate. All right, the nominees in these two residential categories. Sorry? Pardon? What was that? Oh, all right. Well, he's actually not even allowed to set foot in his own cellar door, so that gives you. He's a great winemaker. Let's just put it. That's one reason. He's a very good winemaker. No, Joe's a wonderful bloke. Tasmanian, spent a lot of time in South Australia. Founded that Stony Rise brand, and now is actually making some of the best wines in Tasmania. And stay tuned for the second reason later in tonight's awards ceremonies, especially those of you watching at home. All right, let's hop into it. Sarah, you ready? You are, yep, good. Okay, so the nominees in these two residential categories.
Frangipani House by Architects Inc. Residence 264 by Enzo Caroscio Architecture. Yugo Adelaide City by Rothy Lohman and Intro. Billabong House by Architects Inc. Live Well House by Swanbury Penglaze. Nightingale Bowden by Breathe. And Mitcham House by Architects Inc.
Wow, okay. Well, for residential architecture houses new, the jury has awarded one commendation, one award, and the named award. And the commendation goes to Billabong House by Architects Inc.
Boasting a modern interpretation of a traditional form, this house is a celebration of well-executed details. The distrained material palette affords a unique dialogue between landscape and architecture, mirroring the tranquility of the adjacent Billabong.
Wow, stunning. The award goes to Frangipani House by Architects Inc.
Sited in heritage-rich North Adelaide, Frangipani House feels very at home in its location. A striking panoramic vista to the parklands doubles as a nod to its mid-century neighbour. Well-resolved volumes help to manage the delicate relationship between outward-looking public spaces and cosy private retreats, fostering a vibrant yet nuanced lifestyle for its owners. Meticulous material selection, detailing and functional resolution successfully create the home's calming ambience. The home is a wonderful celebration of client and architect collaboration to be enjoyed for many years to come.
Fantastic. And of course, good to see our first pair of outstanding socks on stage this evening. Well done. The highest award, the John S. Chappell Award for Residential Architecture, the named award in this category, goes to Residence 264 by Enzo Caroscio Architecture.
Seen through the hit-and-miss brick wall to Wright Street, Residence 264 intrigues. Nestled in inner-city Adelaide, as if it was always meant to be there, the building seamlessly integrates with the existing streetscape. A project of true passion and skill, The property offers tranquility and a feeling of abundant space across the 3 levels. Lushly landscaped, introspective courtyards contrast against strategically located terrace spaces that frame views to the city skyline and distant hills. Walls of sliding glazed doors allow connection to the sights and sounds of the city and flood the interior with natural daylight and ventilation. There is an abundance of technical skill usually reserved for commercial building, with meticulous consideration of planning and detailing. This allows the small site to be maximised to its fullest potential, resulting in a generous, flexible, family-friendly home that is a true credit to the skill of the architect.
Thanks to the Institute and congratulations to every other entrant. I'd like to thank the consultant team, and it was great to work with it on a job that the client let us do what we wanted for the first time.
Thank you very much, and thank you also to Sarah Taylor from Brickworks. In the category of residential architecture, multiple housing, the jury has awarded 1 award, and that award goes to Nightingale Bowden by Breathe.
As a flag bearer for early adopters and innovative thinking, Nightingale Bowden is a no-frills expression of exceptional sustainable outcomes and affordable living. The form and practicality and the overall design results in light-filled aspirational living spaces, and the roof terrace provides an industrially detailed bonus to the generous private balconies. The detail of the external street scale retains a sense of humanity through the micro townhouses on the ground floor, which engage with the street via front gardens and verandas.
Congratulations. Fantastic project. All right, our next category is residential architecture, houses, alterations and additions, and small project architecture. The category of residential architecture, alterations and additions is proudly sponsored this year by AWS, and I'd like to invite Katrina Swachuk. Yes, third time lucky, to present. Yes.
We're the AWS technical experts. Our job is to help solve design problems or design challenges. There's over 1,600 profiles, and we know the systems inside and out, so we can help get the right solution for any project. On the phone or in your practice across Australia. Give us a call. We're here to help.
Fisher Street House by Conbasteris Architects. MCCA House by Rads. Mount Mac by Williams Burton Leopardi. Parkside House by Studio Graham. And Teppanyaki Pavilion by Rads.
Sorry, Katrina and I were just catching up. Sorry about that. In this category of small project architecture, the jury has awarded Rads with a commendation for their work on Teppanyaki Pavilion. Congratulations.
Flair and careful details create a sense of enjoyment and exceed client expectations. The minimalist form achieves the primary objectives of shade, shelter, and defining space, while carefully respecting the relationship of built form to context.
Delicious. I really love this stuff. I'm sort of fanning out here. In the category of residential alterations and additions, the jury has awarded 1 award, and the award goes to Mount Mac by Williams Burton Leopardi.
The legacy of an original Barossa college has been thoughtfully retained and honoured with the recrafting of Mount Mac. Well-crafted and carefully selected materials demonstrate an artisanal touch. This contemporary addition respects the form and scale of the cottage and allows occupants to experience and understand the intersection of old and new. Mount Mac has embodied a sense of nostalgia and created a contemporary addition to ensure the home will be celebrated into the next generation.
Okay. Our next two categories are urban design and sustainable architecture, and let's have a look at those nominees.
You Go Adelaide City by Rothy Lohman and Intro. Aldinga Bayindi College by Swanbury Penglaze. Repat Health Precinct by STH. Woolunda Recreation and Convention Centre by Design Inc. And Waiiku Max Amber Sportsfield by Brown Falconer.
All right. In the category of urban design, the jury has awarded one commendation, and that goes to Aldinga Payenthi College by Swanbury Penglaze.
This contemporary learning environment places civic and communal buildings at the heart of the school campus, encouraging the broader community to enter and use the space as their own. Connection to nature and Kaurna language are made integral and accessible.
And in the category of sustainable architecture, the jury has also awarded one commendation. And that commendation goes to Woolanda Recreation and Convention Centre by Design Inc. Congrats.
Environmentally sustainable design is made visible through exposed structural timber and a 700 kilowatt array. Woolanda exemplifies the positive impact of architecture on community while balancing environmental essentials.
I like that too. I mean, it's not all crazy like the steel guys, but it's still very nice. Very tasteful. All right, so we move to the public architecture category. Let's have a look at our nominations.
Mitchell Park Sports and Community Centre by Studio 9 Architects. Coopers Stadium by Woods Bagot. State Centre of Football by Greenway Architects. Woolunda Recreation and Convention Centre by Design Inc. And Waiiku Max Amber Sportsfield by Brown Falconer.
All right, the jury's given two awards in the public architecture category. The first award goes to Waiiku Max Amber Sportsfield by Brown Falconer. Congratulations.
Waiiku Max Amber Sportsfield is an exceptional architectural development that provides outstanding specialist sports facilities and a unique community destination, successfully revitalising the wider sports precinct. The project fosters active and passive leisure and recreation, as well as promoting community engagement, social inclusivity and equality. The dynamic roof form and well-considered material and colour palette respond to the natural topography and capture the rich hues of surrounding native vegetation, allowing the building to sit well within the landscape.
Congratulations. The second award goes to Woolanda Recreation and Convention Centre by Design Inc.
Located in Mount Gambier, Woolanda Recreation and Convention Centre intrinsically demonstrates how architecture can serve a community. The elegant integration of details for participants with additional needs is a testament to the architect's skill and enhances the overall user experience. Feature laminated timber beams are representative of a construction style used historically in the region and reference the local timber industry. Externally, Woolanda encapsulates the local limestone coast with a sweeping form and gentle curves, casting shadows that suggest the hills beyond.
All right, we're heading into the business end of proceedings, and our last 3 awards for 2023. And we'll start with the Imagine Project Award, which is supported by Alspec, and I'd like to invite Ian Nelson to the stage to present the Imagine Project Award. The Imagine Project Award recognises work of excellence submitted by an emerging practice or project architect from the Imagine demographic. Now that is within 15 years of graduation of a Master of Architecture and within 10 years of registration, for everyone playing along at home. Here are the nominations.
Anvers Wine Cellar Door by Stellard Meek Flight Path Architects. Cooper's Stadium by Woods Bagot. Frank Sharippa Food Technology and Horticulture Centre by Design Inc. MCCA House by RADS. Monarto Safari Park Visitor Centre by Intro with Studio Graham. Nightingale Bowden by Breathe. Parkside House by Studio Graham. Teppanyaki Pavilion by RADS. And Woolanda Recreation and Convention Centre by Design Inc.
Okay, this year the Imagine Project Award goes to Anvers Wines Cellar Door, the project lead Jackie Stacey of Stallard Meek Flight Path Architects.
Mentorship and genuine empowerment have come together to allow emerging architect Jackie Stacey to flourish. Her work on the project spanned from concept to completion, aligning with her personal journey from student to architectural registration.
Now that's not Jackie. Oh, she's on her honeymoon. Well, congratulations. Hi, Jackie. Hope you're having a great honeymoon. Hope you're watching the awards. All right. No, sadly, Jackie was unable to attend, so the award is collected on her behalf. Next is the Emerging Architect Prize. Now, this is generously supported by BlueScope. And this prize is awarded in recognition of the contribution to practice, education and the community made by an architect or architectural collaboration within 15 years of graduation. Previous recipients have demonstrated excellence across all aspects of architectural endeavour and have made significant contributions to the advancement of architecture. Now, to achieve this level of impact at the commencement of a career in architecture requires intelligence, passion, commitment, the time and willingness to engage, and the support of practice, family, and friends, and so many other things. The winner of this year's Emerging Architect Prize is Chris Morley. I'd like to invite Mark Amos from BlueScope to present Chris with a certificate. Okay, so I'll read the citation. Okay, good. Okay. No, you can't. How old's that photo? Seriously, Chris?
Eight years and 3 weeks.
It says you have to be within 15 years of graduation. I'm just doing a little fine print check here. Yeah, okay, good. All right, okay. All right, you ready, Chris? An inspiring figure within the architecture community, Chris Morley has made significant contributions to the profession as an educator and through his involvement with the Australian Institute of Architects SA chapter. After graduating in 2009, Chris spent more than a decade as a tutor and lecturer for architecture and interior architecture at the University of South Australia. His unwavering dedication to shaping the next generation of architects has left an indelible mark on countless aspiring professionals. Through his commitment to mentorship, guidance and education, Chris has nurtured a new wave of talent, empowering them to challenge conventions and to push boundaries. This same perspective is reflected in his own practice journey, founding app design and development business Codefish Studio and establishing architecture practice Echelon Studio. In both contexts, Chris has demonstrated the value and versatility of design-centred thinking. Chris's involvement with the Institute has been instrumental in driving progress and fostering a vibrant architectural ecosystem. He was an indispensable member of the Imagine Committee from 2018 to 2022, also serving as co-chair, and joined the SA Chapter Council in 2022. Now elected the South Australian Chapter President, Chris brings his strong leadership to the entire chapter while continuing to promote the voices of other emerging professionals, sole practitioners, and small businesses. He is undoubtedly a catalyst for positive change, enriching the architectural landscape of South Australia and beyond. As Chris now shifts his professional focus from academia to his own architecture practice, we eagerly anticipate the transformative impact he is sure to have. With his unique perspective and profound understanding of the built environment, Chris is poised to reshape the future of architecture. His commitment, yeah, go on, yeah. Thank you very much. And in conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, no, that's not in the script. Chris's commitment to excellence, passion for education, and unwavering dedication to advancing the field make him an exemplary in the architectural realm, inspiring architects and enthusiasts alike. Put your hands together one more time for Chris Morley.
Thank you. Yeah, I will. I've got a couple of words to say, but clearly a speech that was not prepared. I do genuinely know how old that photo was because it was taken 2 weeks before my daughter was born, and she only just turned 8. So I apologise I don't have a more current photo. Probably because I did spend a lot of time teaching at university. So I'd just like to say thank you clearly to the Institute. They've always supported me and my endeavours in kind of, I guess, pushing forward some advocacy and just trying to make architecture better generally, I think. Yeah, I look forward to the years to come in terms of shifting Echelon Studio into a growing practice now that I no longer teach, but I will get it back there one day because it's a true passion of mine. So thank you again, and I really do hope you all enjoy the evening. I will be celebrating and going to the gym bar very quickly after this. And again, Nicola and team, thank you so much for all your support.
Feel like we're all in good hands. Okay, the final award for the evening. This is the South Australian Architecture Medal. Now, this medal honours the project that has made the most significant contribution to South Australian architecture this year. And it's my pleasure to invite to the stage the Honourable Justin Hanson MLC to present the medal to this year's winner. right, the big one. So, with great pleasure that I announce the 2023 South Australian Architecture Medal going to Monarto Safari Park Visitor Centre by intro with Studiogram.
Monarto Safari Park Visitor Centre combines an astute conceptual approach with a well-realised visitor experience, making it an outstanding example of the ways that good design can lift the profile of an important not-for-profit organisation and serve the broader South Australian community. Early conceptual symbolism has been made a reality with overlapping elements representing the convergence of two cultures. The Visitor Centre is comprised of graceful, low-sweeping curves, restrained materiality and a subtle colour palette that effortlessly blends with the panoramic vistas when observed from a distance. The central heart conveys the welcome of a traditional meeting place and offers opportunities for use by the local community or groups of tourists, either informally or as an event space. Glimpses through the building to the surrounding plains invoke intrigue for the experience that awaits visitors. The architecture establishes a distinctive and pragmatic spatial program, in balancing the symbolic convergence of two cultures through its design with a positive user journey and experience. The Monarto Safari Park Visitor Centre is a unique addition to the built environment and a worthy recipient of the South Australian Architecture Medal.
Thank you. Drew a short straw. I didn't want to speak tonight, but quite a surprise. Thank you to Zoos SA, Elaine, Peter, Steve, Lou, for, I guess, working with two emerging practices, really, Intro and Studiogram. Thank you to our team. It is a beautiful project. It brings a lot of joy to people, especially younger people. So it was a joy to be a part of, and yeah, thank you to everyone. Have a good night.
Congratulations, and thank you to the Minister as well for being a part of that. And just again, like I just will walk away tonight thinking the space of South Australian architecture is in really, really good shape. So inspiring to see. So that's it for me. Thank you for giving me my annual I'm an Architect evening. I really enjoy it. It is very special. You're a wonderful bunch of people, and I'd now like to hand over to Nicolette Delonia just to say a few words to wrap us up. Please make her very welcome.
Can I sit down? All right, well, I think we start with congratulations to all our winners. And having said that, I know that the team from Convic have finally entered the building, which is very exciting. Do you want to come forward and have a photo and get your trophy? Come on, boys. We had special saved seats here for you, but we didn't count on airline delays, so sorry. I'm very pleased they turned up because the postage on that would have been quite expensive. So, the awards program allows the Institute to connect, excuse me, I knew I'd cough now, with members who participate as entrants, jurors and event volunteers. It also allows communication of the diversity of skills that architects bring to projects. I'd like to thank everyone who participated in this year's awards program, and especially Anne and Erin for being such fabulous chair and deputy chair. Or directors, sorry. Read my script. Thanks also go to the Institute's national corporate partners, Taubmans, Allspec, BlueScope Colorbond, Lysart Fielders, Dulux, Brickworks and SMEG, as well as Plan Cover, Architectural Media and Image Makers Association. And the South Australian chapter partners and supporters who we'll greatly appreciate as well, the City of Adelaide, Fielders, Brickworks, AWS and Alira Light. Your support makes these events possible. It's great to have you, so many of your representatives in the room tonight, so please have a really great evening. I also want to extend a special thanks to Jan Day, our events and awards lead. Well done, you picked up in January from where Kate left off, and you've capably managed your first awards program. Here's to many more, Jan. To Alex Knophoff, whose communication and videography skills have been invaluable. So she put all our show reels together this year. It's fantastic. Her knowledge when she stepped in and delivered last year's program has also been fantastic to have. Very capable young woman, and thank you, Alex. We also have a fantastic number of people from some of our other teams that work from the SA office, and we've had them help us out in the lead up to this year's awards. Vanessa Tham, Zaf Papanakitis, Elise Malenko and Ruth Nordstrom. Thank you to all of you too. For those of you who've listened to Hearing Architecture or come from Victoria, you may have heard the mellifluous vocals of our lovely colleague Daniel Moore, so thank you, Daniel, for doing the voiceovers. And thanks very much to Nick Scott. Stock, why am I calling you Scott? Oh, no. For emceeing so beautifully and making so many less errors than me. It's great to have you here with all your knowledge of the wine industry, just fabulous. And people do love drinking the wine that you supply to the Institute, so we'll keep doing that. If your work has been recognised with an award or a commendation or a named award tonight, those people who are from those projects, if you want to stay and have group photographs, please do. We have all our commendations on the table over there. I know some people like us to take them all home for you. You can do that if you want, but we will hold them ransom until you provide us with cake or something nice. But yes, if you would like to remain for a photo, that would be fantastic. And then everyone's welcome to enjoy the rest of the evening. So thank you very much. Good night.